or you plan to do your own cleanup later this week, I want you to put it in the comments where you're going to be picking up trash, because I'm just curious to see where we're going to help out neighborhoods this week. So today we are actually in Windham. We are at a park, and we are actually in a really cool place within the Thames River watershed. So the water that you just saw is actually the Willimantic River, which, if you continue down that way a little bit, actually meets up with the Natchog River to create the Shetucket River. So I made a little map for you guys so you can kind of see where we're at. I crumpled in my pocket, but can you see it? So the red star is where we are right now. Like I said, we are at the meeting between those two rivers. Each one is about 18 or 20 miles long. And then it meets the Shetucket River and continues down till you get to the Quinnebog, which is where Debbie was this morning. And then a little further down, it meets up with the Willimantic and creates the Thames, which heads down to Long Island Sound. So from where we are now to Long Island Sound is about 35.5 miles. So another really cool thing about this environment is the sewage treatment plant, which is actually at the convergence between these two rivers. So I want to take you guys up to just give you guys a little peek of it. So if you want to follow me this way, I'm going to grab some of the many buckets of trash that we've collected today. Kate, can you grab that on your way out? All right, follow us, fam.
Melissa says she's cleaning up in Thailand.
Awesome. I want to know, what's the coolest thing you guys have caught, or not caught, that you've picked up and cleaned up, or the most unusual? I'm going to show you guys what we found a little later in this video. So we are headed back up to the park from the river. We just finished cleaning up this area. For now, we're going to come back afterwards as well. And we're going to have to hop a fence, so bear with us. So we are now in Rec Park. There has been a lot of trash. We brought 4 buckets with us today, and we fill those up really quickly. So we actually borrowed an empty trash can to kind of dump our things into. So let us dump this stuff for a minute. And we've got this filled up to about here right now. And we've been here since, I don't know, a little after 11. The wastewater treatment plant and tell you a little bit how you guys are impacting it as well. So behind me, on the other side of the picnic table, on the other side of the playset, is the sewage treatment plant for Windham. So I'm going to get a little bit out of the wind here. It's a little windy where I am. And this sewage treatment plant is actually helping to take care of all the water within Willimantic. So when you flush your toilet, when you run your sinks, all that water will end up here, especially if you're in a city type environment and you have sewer systems. This is where your water's going. So it's important that you do not throw any miscellaneous items down the toilet, especially. The only thing that should go down the toilet is your bodily waste and toilet paper. I know flushable wipes are supposed to be flushable, but they do not degrade. Things like grease from cooking should not go down the drains. They should go in the trash can because they will clog your pipes and they will mess up the plant. And even your family goldfish should not go down there because it will not biodegrade in time and they'll just have to take it out. So the first step when your waste gets to the plant is they're going to filter out a lot of that solid waste. So let's go over here a little bit, Rachel. So way back in the late 1800s when they first started using sewer systems, and at that time, before that, they would just kind of throw it into the environment. They didn't really know how it had an impact on that. So when they first started sewers, they only dealt with the solid waste. All of the bacteria and the microbes, the nutrients were not being filtered out. They were just being put back into the environment. So the rivers, especially around here, are used a lot for recreation. There's a lot of kayaking and a lot of fishing. So when you are putting bacteria and nutrients into the water, it's having a negative impact on those animals. So around 1972, shout out if you were around during that time, and they started creating a secondary treatments which took out those nutrients and bacteria. So it's really important that we are not putting trash down it. Even if you're picking up litter today, that could potentially get into the city sewer systems and make its way there. So it's important, especially if you're cleaning up today or this week, to go ahead and do that so that you're limiting what's going into our sewers. I want to show you quickly some of the cool stuff that we caught, that we found. Can you tell I usually work on a boat? So, I found a sneaker, only one, found an Air Jordan. I found, let me put my gloves on for this. I found a mouth guard. I found a piece of chalk and a bouncy ball and a little rubber pony toy. But the coolest thing that we found today, which is actually what my mother found pretty much right when we started, she found a fresh $20 bill on the ground. I walked right past it, you guys, and I didn't see it, and I'm really sad about that. So I hope you guys go ahead and do your own cleanup at some point throughout the week. We are going to be adding all these cleanups to our running total through Sunday. So if you guys do a cleanup and you take some pictures, we took some before and after pictures that we're gonna post a little later today, just to kind of see what it looks like before you touched it and then after. Also just some funny pictures throughout, some of the weird things you found. My sister with the camera actually found a full diaper. So that was something that definitely needed to be photographed. We're also using the Clean Swell app today, and we have gotten over 100 food wrappers to count. We are still in the process of doing our cleanup, so I don't have the totals, but I'll add them a little later. So if you guys want to be added to our challenge, then definitely post some photos either to Facebook or Instagram with the hashtag Project O Cleanup. And if you use the Clean Swell app, we have a username and login that you can use to kind of run towards our total. If you're in a group and you're cleaning together and you want to be added to our leaderboard, you need to take a screenshot of your totals after you submit and email it to our email. I'll put it in the description, but it's cleanup@oceanology.org, so that we can add your team separate to kind of see who's in the lead. So happy Earth Week, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow when we're going to be on an island looking at marine debris and how it affects birds. And stay tuned next hour for Molly. Thanks, guys. Bye.